Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And happy fall. It's one day late for the first day of fall, but we're here today, so better late than never.
That's right, the autumnal equinox.
It's fun to say, autumnal equinox.
Mm-hmm.
I was walking around the neighborhood the other day and people have decorations up too, Halloween decorations and fall decorations. So.
Yes, people love it. People can't wait. I don't blame them. I mean, I like the holidays.
Well, I don't care. I mean, whatever people are celebrating, I'm there for it. So Halloween, fall, Christmas,
Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
whatever
it
all
is.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so the air show is this weekend, the Miramar Air Show.
Yeah, pretty much every time I've driven up or down 15 by Miramar in the last couple of days, I've seen some kind of crazy aircraft stuff going on.
Well, today John and I saw the Blue Angels.
Oh.
And I know this because I looked at the schedule and they were starting at 2:38, I believe. That's a very precise time.
Mm-hmm.
But we saw the Blue Angels just by accident. We were on the road coming back from getting our flu shots and happened to see the Blue Angels. And I did not get into a crash, but I was doing my best to watch the Blue Angels on the road at the same time.
Yeah.
Luckily, the Ford has that lane keeping thing where it kind of steers and maintains the distance for you. So
yep, you don't even have to look at the road.
No, I just was looking up at the sky. Ford was doing the rest. So yeah, the air show was today and then tomorrow and Sunday.
Go a lot of places. I mean, if you go to Lake Miramar, there's going to be, hey, buddy.
Buddy's clawing our chair. Hi, Buddy.
I'm just going to pretend I don't see you clawing that chair.
Buddy does whatever he wants.
Miramar Overlook Park is another good place to...
Lake Miramar.
Yeah.
We've been there before.
Right,
yeah.
I just said that.
Is Miramar Overlook Park? That's different.
I said Lake Miramar.
Oh.
Buddy distracted
well, that too.
you.
Also Lake Miramar. You could go to Lake Miramar.
Or Lake Miramar.
Yeah.
Or Miramar Lake.
Or Overlook Park.
Yeah.
Is there an Overlook Lake Park?
No.
I don't think so. Okay.
There's pretty much anywhere you are in North City, you'll see something. It's just really cool. The Blue Angels it's very, very, very cool. I mean,
yes.
they're that's like some of the most dangerous flying you could possibly do.
Well, one of the many reasons we're lucky to live in America's finest city.
That's right.
Buddy's making me nervous. He's padding around by all of our cables and cords and stuff.
Buddy, don't knock anything over. There.
Well, if he breaks something, it'll just be something, I'm sure it'll be something I didn't like anyway. So one time John knocked over one of my potted plants and broke it. And I was upset with John. And then Buddy knocked over the twin to that one and broke it like a month later. And I told Buddy I always hated that pot anyway. So
yes.
A little bit of favoritism going on there.
Yes.
So back to armed forces. Space Force released their official song. I think it was this week or maybe last week.
Yeah, is it to the tune of Rocket Man?
No, it's not. Oh. People on the internet didn't seem to like it very much.
I haven't heard it.
I heard it. Now Bella's clawing the chair. Come on, guys, give us a break, dude. He's gonna.
Oh God! Oh,
he's under the tripod.
If the live suddenly ends, it's because the cat ruined it. Go ahead.
Okay. I forgot what I was saying.
You were saying.
Space Force. I heard the song. Maybe I'll warm up to it. The first time I heard it, I was not impressed. But maybe it's one of those things like anchovies or green olives. It has to grow on you.
You want to try anchovies again?
No, but I understand that it's an acquired taste. Maybe that's how the Space Force song is too.
Okay. Well, I'll have to listen to it and see.
So it's called Semper Supra, which means always above in Latin.
Okay.
And One of the lines that the internet folks don't like, and I agree with them, is standing guard both day and night. There's no nighttime in space. You have to be, on a planet or a moon or something, where there's a night and day side because of the sun.
Right.
But if you're just up in space, like in whatever vessel the Space Force folks are in, there's no night and day. So that line doesn't make a lot of sense.
Well, perhaps they'll work on that. Buddy, please get off that table. Oh boy, this is like the danger of doing live performances. I mean, most of the time the cats pop in at the beginning and then they run away. But today both cats are on the other side of that camera right there. Buddy is underneath the tripod and looking like he's ready to jump.
I'm gonna see if I can turn this around. Oh, dude. Okay. So where's Buddy? There's Buddy. and Bella. I don't know if you can see Bella, but she's there too. So that's what we've got going on back there. Now, let me see if I can, if I knock this over and break it, that's going to be ironic. Okay, there we go.
All right, so people are mixed reaction on the Space Force song.
Well, I don't know if it was mixed. I didn't hear of anyone who liked it.
Oh.
But maybe there's some. If you like it, let us know, because, maybe.
Well, the Slow Jamistan national anthem is set to the tune of Rocket Man.
Yeah, that's a good song.
That's a good song. Okay, Buddy jumped. Nothing happened.
All right, we're all good.
Whew.
So we should probably talk about the real estate market, right?
Sure.
Do we have to?
Things did not really improve this week with the federal.
They kind of did. The Fed met this week and they did what we were expecting them to do. Could have been worse. Could have been better. Wasn't great.
So the Freddie Mac rate yesterday was 6.29 national average, and that's not great. We started out this year rates, people are getting rates like 2.6, 3.2 was considered a bad rate. I remember having a buyer upset that they were quoted 3.4. You bump that up by 3 points on a median priced home in San Diego County, and you're talking $800-900 a month difference.
Well, you met with your friend John Fuller from
Cross Country
Mortgage to make another video this week, which will soon be on our YouTube and our other platforms. That was about this program for buying down your rate.
Basically it's something that a lot of people don't know about. A lot of lenders don't even know about it, but it'll work. As long as the lender will support it, works on an FHA loan, works on a VA loan, works on a conventional 30-year fixed mortgage. And all it really is you buy down the rate for the first 2 years, and it's a seller contribution. So it really is a program that would help sellers and buyers, because for the first year on a call it a $720,000 loan, $715,000 loan. For the first year, your payment's going to be about $800 less, and for the second year, your payment's going to be about $400 less, and then in the third year, it goes to the normal rate.
And hopefully by then rates have stabilized, and you can refi into something more favorable.
So you buy the home knowing that your payment could be fully amortized at whatever 6.29 or whatever the rate is. But for the first year, you bought down by 2 points, and the second year, you're bought down by 1 point, and that's good for the buyer, and it's good for the seller to give that contribution to the buyer, because it's like a $15,000 to $17,000 contribution. In order to lower the price of the house enough to affect an $800 a month payment drop, would be a much larger price drop. So it allows sellers to sell their home without dropping the price as much, and it allows buyers to buy it at a lower introductory payment. And it's not one of these hinky loans that's going to go crazy later. It's a 30-year fix.
You have to qualify for the final.
You qualify for the full payment. Yeah. But anyway, it's a program that John and I have talked about. John's a great guy. He's in my Chamber of Commerce networking group, and just does a phenomenal job for folks. So yes, in terms of the market, this latest action by the Federal Reserve has not helped anything. And in particular, homes that are up in the 1.2 plus million range. Like
the listing that we put on this week in Carmel Mountain.
that one, I really think we priced, I think that one is priced well.
It's a really nice house and a great location.
It's a perfect house.
It overlooks where the new city park is going to be.
It doesn't get, if that house doesn't sell at that price, then the market is in worse shape than anybody really knows or believes right now, because that's, if there was a perfect property, it's a pretty perfect property. Yeah. But in general, things that are up over that price point are struggling, and it's the fastest dropping price point right now. And entry level stuff is, everything's really sluggish right now, and this hasn't been a great week for the stock market. It hasn't been a great week for the Fed. It just seems like we're getting bad news on a daily basis this week, but people are still buying and selling homes. We have, we closed that one in Oceanside. We've got our Santee listing that's in escrow, and we've got people looking at the new listing, and I'm going to be holding that open all weekend. So there's still commerce happening. It's not over.
I bought some stock this week too.
Yeah. Everything's on sale, so buy it up.
I bought some Google, some Nvidia. I bought some Party City a couple of weeks ago, but I'm not planning to hold that long term. That's just kind of a gamble.
Okay, you're doing some swing trading.
I bought some Cleveland Cliffs, which is North America's largest producer of flat rolled steel.
Cleveland Cliffs, solid steel right there. U.S. steel, baby.
That's right.
So
they're vertically integrated, and they manufacture all of their own pig iron as well. I think they're the only North American steel company to do that.
What's pig iron?
So you get the iron ore, and then there's a process to get the iron out of that. So pig iron is the next step after iron ore. So they're mining their own iron ore, making it into pig iron, and then they do whatever else they do with it to make it into this flat rolled steel.
I can't hear that without thinking of the guy in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles that's giving them the ride to the train station. Anyway.
All right.
What's his name? It's Cletus or something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
So the market is the market. I mean, we're not in a. It shouldn't really be any surprise to anyone that we're in the situation that we're in now, given what has happened over the last couple of years with the rapid appreciation, ultra low interest rates. None of that crap was sustainable.
We were telling people, 6 months ago, if you're thinking of selling, maybe ramp it up, because this is not going to last forever. The rapid appreciation and the bidding wars and whatnot. And, folks who waited too long, still get a good price for your house, but
you
not
didn't
quite.
Listen, you didn't do what you need to sell your house at the time. Sorry, my Dr. Now impression. The thing is, prices are still really high.
Still up year over year.
People still have a ton of home equity, and foreclosures are extraordinarily low right now. So there really isn't like this horrible boogeyman lurking in the market that's going to collapse the thing.
It's not 2008 again.
No, it's a different
2022. It's a whole different
animal. It's a different
animal.
sort of market.
Well, if anyone tells you that they know what's going to happen, they're wrong. Nobody knows what's going to happen. You can guess, and it might be a good guess, but nobody knows.
So yeah, I have a lot of people asking me, do you think I should wait to sell till after the first of the year? And I'm like, no. If you think this is going to be better after the first of the year, I can tell you almost absolutely that it won't be, because we've developed a trend, and the trend is down, and it's going to take something to reverse that trend, and that something is going to have to be affordability. So rates are going to have to come down. That's not going to happen.
The market is really moving with rates right now, being driven by rates for sure.
So anyway.
Okay, all right, market. So on Wednesday night, we were out until 1 o'clock, and it was a school night.
I know.
AM
crazy.
Too. I know. It was super crazy. Your friend from Hanford and his band, and our other friend Brian from Long Beach, played at Winston's in Ocean Beach.
Yes.
They're a reggae band, and their name is Green Machine Collective.
The Green Machine Collective, yes.
And so we were in Ocean Beach late on a school night on Wednesday.
It's unusual for us to be out late on a school night, or really out much at all. We've gotten very used to being homebodies, as we have, children, and we have young adults in the house, teenagers, and anyway,
we do a lot of couch surfing, so this was very rare for us to be out late on a school night.
But my friend Chris Avila,
is it couch surfing if it's your own couch?
Yeah,
or does it have to be on somebody else's couch?
I don't know what. I thought couch surfing was when you stay in different people's houses.
All right. Well, I guess I'm using it incorrectly.
We hang out on
our own couch, whatever you call that.
So my friend Chris Avila, who I've known since I was in 7th grade, we're primarily middle school friends and high school friends. His band is called the Green Machine Collective, and then my other friend, Brian Basmajian, who I also went to high school with.
He was the best man at our wedding.
He was the best man at our wedding, and he is also one of the best trumpet players around. when we were in high school, he was California honor band, #1 chair every year. He's an awesome trumpet player, had a great career as a music teacher and also as a musician. And he sat in with Green Machine Collective because he now lives in Long Beach and they're coming down. Anyway, it's amazing how small a community the touring California bands really are. Because Brian sat in with them, and it turns out he sits in with them on a fairly regular basis. It sounded great. Good time at Winston's.
I felt the drinks were overpriced.
Yeah, that was a little. Winston, you need to keep an eye on your bartender because I don't know. We ordered. Well, I don't want to.
We don't want to get into a whole long story, but
yeah.
I felt the drinks were overpriced.
Drinks were a little pricey, and the pour was a little short.
Yeah, it was a high price for a short pour.
Yeah, if you're gonna charge me like premium price for a premium drink, at least give me a healthy pour.
And we just asked for vodka neat too. I mean, all you have to do is pour it in a glass. You don't have to shake it or put a twist in or anything. Just pour it in the glass.
Yeah.
But all right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yes.
So a new study recently came out of the most desirable and most overrated cities in the United States. And this was done by some company called Clever, which is apparently a real estate data company. And, I work in the real estate industry and I have never heard of them, but maybe that's just me. Have you ever heard of Clever?
I also work in the real estate industry and I have not heard of them.
Okay, so according to our survey, zero real estate agents.
0 out of 2 realtors have ever heard of Clever.
Okay, well, anyway, they did this survey. So San Diego came in as the number 3 most desirable city in America.
Okay.
And I mean, to me, it's number 1, but whatever. They didn't ask me. So number 1, the most desirable. Okay, so I'm going to say some other cities, and this is kind of going to maybe call the whole thing into question, as it often does. But the most desirable city in the United States is Virginia Beach, Virginia.
I've never been there.
I've never been there.
Say.
Yeah, if you've been to Virginia Beach, leave us a note in the comments. Was it the best city you've ever been to? I don't know. Number 2, Seattle.
Most desirable?
Most desirable. I've been to Seattle before, and it was all right. I wouldn't say it's better than San Diego. And I also have heard from some people who have been to Seattle recently that it's not what it once was. But.
Well, Seattle is a port city. So is San Diego, but it's we're really south and not a major port. But in my experience, in my travels, port cities tend to be kind of rough.
Bella.
Hamburg, Germany, rough place. San Francisco. I mean, historically, if you read the history of San Francisco, I mean, that's a rough place. Acapulco, Mazatlan. So yeah, Seattle being the second most desirable city in the country, okay, whatever.
All right, so San Diego, number 3. All right, should have been higher, but whatever. Number 4, LA.
Okay.
And maybe it's just me, but hi, Bella. Bella's yelling at me. I grew up in a small town, and LA is a bit much for me. I can't really go to LA unless I have someone else with me who's doing most of the adulting.
Yeah, LA is it's a lot. It's a lot to take.
Number 5, San Francisco.
Okay.
Okay. Well, let's just move on from
there. Let that settle.
Okay. Now,
It smells like pee. Sorry.
Most overrated. Number 1, LA.
Most overrated city.
It's number 4 most desirable, but number 1 most overrated.
Okay, I'm not sure how those two line up.
Number 2, San Francisco.
Most overrated? Maybe.
I'm not going to disagree. Number 3, New York. Now, I've never been to New York, and I would like to go there. It's on my list of places to go, so I can't say whether it's overrated or not, but, I'll have to get back to you on that one. Now, number 10 was San Diego.
Okay.
I don't know. It's down there on the list.
I think what are they doing these surveys for even?
I don't know.
Just
Probably
to write
just
a story
to
to
post something on their real estate blog or something.
Okay. All right. So that is what it is.
That's it.
All right.
That's all I got.
What about what happened with that? There was another. I saw a story about Consortium Holdings taking over another.
Oh yeah, you sent me that. So we were talking about Consortium Holdings, which is this conglomerate that's sucking up all these different restaurants and hotels in San Diego, and they got another. What was it, Lafayette?
The Lafayette.
I hadn't been to the Lafayette, but apparently that's also been acquired.
Isn't the Lafayette the one down in North Park on El Cajon Boulevard up near Washington, where the Red Fox Room used to be?
I think it might be.
I used to be in a networking group with an interior designer named Anjum Razvi, and she was the interior designer for when they redesigned the Lafayette. But now Consortium Holdings owns it, so here's chalk one more up for the
mega conglomerate.
Yeah, mega conglomerate corporatization of San Diego.
And I know we already talked about this, but I'd feel better about it if they would name it something better. Consortium Holdings Group. I mean, I don't know.
It's pretty vanilla. It's pretty It's
very
like,
kind of industrial.
It's like RoboCop. OCP. They own everything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. Well.
Okay.
What do you think?
I think we're good. I think the people have had enough of us for this week. But we'll be back next week in case you didn't get enough and want to come back next week and hear some more.
And the week after that.
We're
probably even the week after that.
We're consistent. So take it easy. See you next week.
Happy fall. Have a good weekend. See you next time.